Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today, I have a correlated esports bet for you for, let's see, Monday. This is going to be Monday, July 22nd. I do want to admit that we've been a little bit cold over the past week, but I wanted to reiterate the fact that these correlated League of Legends plays are super strong, right? So this is a play that I gave out earlier today. Woke up and for those who don't know, LCS is coming back around. So that's going to be the North American and then also the European League of Legends. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities to get these bets out, right? With in the past or the past like couple of months, it's pretty much just been the Chinese and the Korean League. But now we have NA and EU coming back along as well. So that's twice opportunities to get these correlated bets out. There's also some other leagues as well that we can kind of dabble into. But the other thing as well is PrizePicks is kind of picking up on this correlation because they start payout shifting a decent amount. And the best way that I've recognized to avoid those payout shifts is doing these 4-man plays, because whenever you do the 4-man plays, most of the time it's going to be like a 9x instead of a 10x. But then when you add in like one more player, the 10x's come down. I've seen them come down to like 5x, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So PrizePicks is definitely payout shifting. I'm trying to, find the correct thing to do and try to maneuver around the payout shift as much as I can. But I'm seeing these 4-man plays a little bit better when it comes to the less of a handicap when it comes to the payout shifts. But the problem with the 4-man plays, and I feel like you can flex it if you want to, is that these are most of the time going to be all in plays, right? And the 5-man, the thing I love about the 5-man plays is that if you hit the 3-man, you get like half your money back. 4-man's going to be 2x, and then obviously the 5-man's going to be really good. So, over the past couple days, 3-4 days, we've had a lot of greens. None of the slips have just come all together and got this like big win. We did have a 9x victory for 4-man play that did end up hitting, so that was good. But other than that, then we've seen a ton of greens, and there's always that like one red entry that we do have. But one thing I just like I said want to talk about right here is I watched the C9 game. They pretty much stomped 100 Thieves, and as you can see, Blabber the jungle, he plays a very aggressive junglers all the time. I think he played Italy in both of these maps, so he hit this kill total I think in like both games, like map 1 and 2. I think he went over this kill total. I think he went like 6-6, and then Jojo, he was the mid laner and he went over as well. So I talk about it all the time. League of Legends is a very snowbally game. I said I said it on our YouTube community post, is that I'm gonna avoid taking unders on League of Legends because all the time I'm usually like an anti-more person, but in this case I feel like League of Legends is a very snowbally game. They can get chaotic and the kill totals just like always go over. So I'm gonna ban myself from unders until as much as I can, or not as much as I can, until proven otherwise. I'm going to ban the unders, so we're taking mores here. But the MLB play obviously did end up panning out well. But what we want to look at it is right here, right? This is a great thing, and I want to show that the correlation is working. So for those who don't know, here's our Real Friends community, Real Friends in Football. I believe Miles released a Bengals video about a couple days ago, but we have our Real Friends in Football community. We have Real Friends in Football, RFF Picks. So we started this post Super Bowl, so pretty much 5 months ago. We have Real Friends in Football Shorts, kind of like our TikTok via YouTube, and then we have our podcast channel over here. So we started this channel 2.5 years ago or so. This channel was initially supposed to be a gambling channel where we really dived into gambling. So I'm showing these videos right now. They're about 8 to 10 minutes pretty much every single day. Those videos pretty much went like an hour and a half, where we like deep dived into all the bets, and we're kind of hoping to get back into that. We might start doing that on the picks channel once the season starts, but right now we're pretty much releasing like one daily picks on here. So this channel, we don't really talk about gambling because it's more of a generic football channel, and then RFF Picks also allows us to kind of spread throughout all different sports. So Real Friends of Football is one of those channels that we're football only, and then RFF Picks, we can kind of dabble into esports, baseball, basketball, all that kind of stuff. So allows us to have a platform to talk about other sports as well. So as you can see below, I'm up 500 units, 7,000 bets, 7% ROI, small victories, small wins. You have to look at gambling or betting as more of sports investing. You have to put the bets out there, and you have to completely not be emotional when you make these bets. You got to make the bets, know that you're making the smart bet, and then try to put your biases aside, your head or your heart aside, and just bet everything in some sort of mathematical way. Have a system, follow that system, keep the bets the same. And if you do that, I feel like if you follow that advice, you're going to be a way better gambler, right? So over the past 3 years, up 500 units. It's an old screenshot. Since starting this RFF Picks channel, I believe I'm up like probably $3,500 since starting the channel. So over 5 months, what does that come out to? Like $700 every single month, right? So that's why we started this channel, and that's why we want to help people give out plays. So this is our Winible announcement I gave out in the last video as well. We reduced our MVP plan down to $100. It used to be $150. I listened to the comments. I heard the comments, and I wanted to reduce it. And the other great thing about this is that the football season is coming up, and the football season is me and Miles' bread and butter. Like, think of a normal football fan that watches football every single Thursday, Sunday, Monday, all that kind of thing, and then add on to the fact that we literally make videos on all of these teams. So we are like super like autistic when it comes to football. Like, we are watching football, and then we're watching the highlights, and we're going back and watching, and we're subscribed to PFF, and we have all this like information when it comes to football. And me and Miles, we put our two heads together, and we're putting out a lot of football bets. So just want to let y'all know, we've already put out a Colts bet for them to win more than 8.5 wins. We put out a Cardinals and a Panthers bet. So that kind of shows the disgusting bets that we put out all the time. Like, these are the three teams that we're super on this year: Cardinals, Panthers, and Colts. Like, how disgusting that is for all those NFL fans. Like, that, those are the gross teams that we are going to be betting throughout the season. So Winible, it's an easy way to get text or email of the plays. So as you can see, we have like 800 subscribers on our Winible. I already posted this YouTube play onto our Winible, so you get, if you subscribe to us on Winible, free plan, 1 free pick a day. So on YouTube, you're gonna get this play before I post the video, and then we post pretty much, I would say more like 2 free picks a day, usually in the morning, and then at night I'll give out a free pick, and then all of the other plays are gonna be on our MVP plan. It's gonna be $100 a month pretty much. So if you want to sign up for that, type in code RFF, and it'll be free for 1 month. Give us a try, and then like I said, 1 free month, and after that you can cancel whatever. So I just want to reiterate the fact, like, football season's coming up. We're gonna be throwing a lot of bets right now, because I feel like during the summer was kind of like the dead zone when it comes to gambling, right? You know, NBA season completed, no football season, and hockey's over, and then right when fall comes around, there's just gonna be bets flying out. So this is going to be the bet. Like I said, we talked about it in the first slide of the video, Cloud9, right? We paired up 2 teammates together. Usually the teammates are going to be on the same end of a lot of the bets, right? So EU, we got G2 going against Fnatic. These guys, Caps and Hans Sama, are like the LeBron James of the EU side, and they're playing a good team in a Fnatic, to where these games can be very competitive, back and forth, snowballing games, and they're also probably favored in this matchup. I didn't end up looking, but I'm pretty certain that G2 is one of the best teams. And so I feel like the bot laner, AD carry, and mid laner are very capable of getting 5 kills a game, because like I said, Fnatic, European way, like, these games get very out of control, and even if they don't get 5 kills a game, there's probably going to be a game where one of them or both of them get like 8 kills, right? So I do like this bet a lot, and like I said, there's correlated on the correlated side as well. And then we have Passion UA. This is going to be a Counter-Strike. So what we do in Counter-Strike is we bet on 2 opponents, and then on League of Legends we have 2 teammates, right? So once again, there's going to be a little payout shift on here, but I still like it because the correlation is just super good. So 50 to win 400, usually these are 50 to win 500, and PrizePicks is picking up on it. I said it. So Counter-Strike, the way Counter-Strike works is map 1, map 2, they go best of 13 rounds, right? So it's not a solidified time limit game to where it's basketball, it's like 48 minutes, or a football game or a hockey game to where it's 60 minutes, 3 periods. The way that this works is that these games between best of 13, right? They can go 13 to 10, 13 to 9. And if that happens, they're very more likely to hit their kill total, right? So that's kind of what we're hoping for here. That's where the correlation comes into play, that if it's very back and forth, then they're more likely to get these kills, right? So imagine like an overtime college football game to where it's two teams. It's like Alabama versus LSU, and they're going back and forth and touchdown, 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 35-35, going into overtime. And if you simulate it and you go back and look, I bet you it's very likely that the quarterback on each team has really good games and the receiver has really good games. Has a ton of yards, right? So it's kind of the same thought process here. So we're gonna go all more slip. I've heard you, I've listened, and I tried to pick a very good slip, and I feel like it is a good slip, and I really do like it. And we're gonna go G2, and then we're gonna go Passion UA, Fnatic. Post that on the Winible already. I'm gonna get this video out. I will see y'all tomorrow. I have a free pick for you in the morning as well, and I'll probably be watching because this is gonna be an amazing series also. So I'm gonna be tuning in at 10 a.m. Central Time to watch that on Monday. Best of luck to y'all. See y'all, and let's have a good week. And let's finally turn this slump around, cold streak around that we've had over the past week. So see y'all.